What's up, guys? YrevzZ here, and today we are going to be teaching you something. We're going to learn something. And, where is my thing? Okay, anyways. Okay, really? Comp on. I hate it whenever it does that. Got my stuff all mixed up now. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, there we go. Alright, what we're going to be learning today is screen pumps and show you some other variations of pretty good effects to use in like your episodes or montages that you're working on. Just something really small that can actually make a lot of a difference. So I'm going to start it off in Sony Vegas since I haven't done a lot of Sony Vegas tutorials lately. What we're going to do... Jeez, my dog is loud. Can you hear her? Okay. Anyways, before I lose track again, always remember in Sony Vegas to take off maintain aspect ratio and disable resample by right-clicking the clip and going to properties. Let's go ahead and import our song as well. I did not think this through too well, I guess, because I probably sound like a dumbass going through all this. There we go. Alright. So now, as you guys can see, we have our clip. I keep forgetting I can't do that. Alright. Now, this is going to require knowledge of keyframing and, how to work with keyframes. So if you don't have the basics of keyframing down, then this might, confuse you a little bit. But I'll try and, explain keyframing at the end if I have time. So say you got your song, blah, blah, blah. Say you got some markers in there. I'm pretty sure I can remember where all these beats are right now, considering I've done this like 5 times. So let's go ahead and go to Event Pan and Crop on our clip, and if this isn't, your sync cursor isn't clicked, go ahead and click that in, and what that does is that actually, as you go through the clip, it goes through this timeline too, so you can actually go over here, go over here, go over here, and it's going to stay with it on both previews. So you need that to work effectively within Sony Vegas. And let's go ahead and go to our first beat, and we're actually going to drag this one over here. Or actually, I can just do that. And go ahead and create a keyframe with this little plus diamond thing. Go up a frame and crop this in a little bit, like up to, it's going to go from like 1280 to like 1000, I guess you could put it down to. And that's, I'm looking at the width right here. Oh, not 100. Not 10,000, 1,000. There we go. It's a pretty good little thing. And what this is going to do is, at that beat, it's going to jump up in there. Maybe go ahead, a good amount, and go to preset, just go to default. And what that's going to do is, boom. Then you want to go to the next one, and I think it's right here. I'm not quite sure. Do the same thing you just did. Then go up some. Default. And the thing about Sony Vegas is that you can actually, say you go in or whatever, up to 1,000 by mine's 562.5 on the height. You can actually set that to screen pump and click on this little floppy disk over here, and that's going to be a preset for screen pumping. So after that, you can just go, let's find our next little beat. Well, I messed up on that keyframe. Okay, anyways. So say we want this one, so let's go to default, the edited keyframe, go up, bitch, go up one. You can then go to, Sony Vegas is not very friendly to me anymore. Go to screen pump, default, go back out, and then there you go. So now it's just like, instead of 5 clicks or whatever, or, doing all that other stuff, you can just push a couple, like click on 2 little presets at different times in the timeline or whatever, in the timeline right here, and it's going to have it set there. I missed a couple beats. Okay, my bad. But let's go ahead and jump into After Effects. My baby Bo. Oh, I missed you. This is my thing. I used to be a Sony Vegas freak until I got into After Effects. So if you're not using After Effects, I would definitely look into, After Effects. And then I might even talk about how much better Sony Vegas is than After Effects. Because I really absolutely love it. It's a little bit more confusing, but you can do a whole lot more in it. So let's go ahead and get on with this. Bam. Let's do this again. All right. So say you got your song and clip in here. Same thing, click or find your beats or whatever you want to sync up the screen pumps with. And that's what I recommend. Do it with the beats of the music or something that stands out in the music. So mine's like a guitar strum because it's kind of slow right now. So what we're going to do is, on this one, I'm actually going to add keyframes. There we go. Okay, that's enough. So now we got our little keyframes, just like our markers in Sony Vegas. Go to your clip, press S on your keyboard, and it brings up your scale. And there's a stopwatch right here. You want to click on the stopwatch. Go up 1 frame by either Control right on the little arrows, or I guess I was about to call it a D-pad. Oh my god. Control right on the arrows, and or you can do it over here by the preview. And what you're going to want to do is scale it up, to whatever. I'm going to make mine 135, drag it out, and then bring it back down to 100. Boom. Okay, there we go. And same thing. Click on that diamond over to the left of the stopwatch on your scale, and it's going to add another keyframe, and then go up again, go up to 135. Go out about halfway in between the markers, and then go back to 100. Blah blah blah. There we go. It's turning out all right. And I mean that's basically it, guys. I mean, it's pretty easy, pretty simple.
Nobody's gonna save me now. Empty it out, let me drown, let me drift away.
Alright. I hope I explained that, good enough. Should actually do this since I did it for the last guy that did these tutorials, and I will do this for anyone else who gets a hold of me on Twitter, on YouTube, or my Skype and hits me up with a tutorial idea. I'll basically bring out a tutorial for anything as long as you guys can hit me up with it. But this is the guy that asked for the tutorial. This is his broken OCE or hardcore OCE. His YouTube is going to be down below. I'm Vintage. And yeah, go ahead and thank him for this good idea for a beginner's tutorial. And hopefully I didn't bore you guys with all the After Effects and Sony Vegas transition thing. Just wanted to kind of get it out there with both of it. Variations. I'm going to do this in After Effects though. Same thing in Sony Vegas though. You just got to find the effect and stuff like that. Say you want like other things that look cool that I've found out. Blur and sharpen. If you go to either CC radial blur or just regular radial blur, this can actually look really sick. I like it whenever it's on zoom instead of spin, but spin can look pretty nice too. Set that high. We're gonna keyframe that at 0 on the amount. Go up some. Maybe take it up to like about 10 or 15. I'm gonna go to 13 right there. I'm gonna drag that out to 0. It's a really nice effect. I love the radial blur, and then there's also another one. Go to color correction and you go to exposure, and I love exposure as well. Exposure is really awesome. It's amazing, just what these couple of little things can do to edits. And bam. We're gonna go and preview this shit again. And I did half and half, so.
Pour it all out, bring me down for another day. Nobody's gonna save me now. Empty it out, let me drown, let me drift away.
Yeah, but those are just like, two little variations, some little effects, and as you guys can see, it can get pretty messy with keyframes. So I will be doing a little tutorial on pre-comps, like what pre-composing is and how much it can help your workflow. So this will not be as much of a problem because you'll have it in another whole composition instead of your main comp, and that can get really effing confusing really fast. So anyways guys, thank you Vintage for bringing this to my attention and requesting this really awesome tutorial, and hopefully I explain this pretty good for you guys. It feels like a little while since I've done tutorials, but yeah guys, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace.